Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're live. If you see live, we are live. And thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. We have an exciting night tonight. We have Miss Twila, and her name is beautiful, Twila Goode, and she is a certified clinical sexuality coach. Okay. So it's going to be some sexual healing. So what I want to do, let me tell you, Twila Goode is a certified clinical sexuality coach and owner of a Taste of Sex intimacy coaching. So she has a office where she coaches you. But let's bring her on. She coaches couples, singles. She's appeared on several podcasts. She's working on her master's obtaining in social work to become a certified licensed sex therapist. Let's bring her on, and I love her name, Twila B. Goode. She ain't gonna be good though. She ain't That's Twila B. Goode, but she ain't gonna be good.
Hello. Thank you so much for
Hello.
having me on your show. Yes.
You're welcome. And I gave them this bio, girl. You are doing it.
Well,
When
thank
I met you
you.
at the other party, I really didn't
Mhm.
know. And then when I got home, I started, looking at your IG. I love it. I got to take some classes. And before we get started, I am giving gifts away. And I mentioned it on my last podcast. But what I'm giving is 3 classes, free classes to Miss Twila Be Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Free to my I I got some winners from last week. So yes. So let's get started.
Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So once again, thank you so much for having me on your show. And yes, I am a certified clinical sexuality coach. And like you stated, I am currently obtaining my master's in social work to become a sex therapist. What I'm finding out is that it is much needed, especially in our communities, when it comes to healthy relationships, working with couples, just discussing their sexual needs, their desires, their wants, what is intimacy like, all of this. So I am truly excited about what I do, very passionate about what I do as well. So I'm happy to be on the show and talk about how to have a healthy relationship, what healthy sex looks like, what does that involve. So yeah, and you can also be kinky with all of this too.
I
Mhm.
always like kinky. Kinky is good. I love
Yes.
it because I know when I was at the party, you were demonstrating a whole lot of things, and I was like, "Girl, y'all got to get that ball, the exercise ball. Y'all got to get that."
Right.
Oh my God, you're good. So let's just get into. I guess let's tell us a little bit more. What do you I mean, is there classes or what entails? What is your thing on sex, relationships? Is it a necessity? Is it always about touching? I mean, we
Okay.
got all kind of questions here. So,
Okay. So A Taste of Sex is the name of the business, and what it is intimacy coaching. And so I offer coaching sessions online. With these coaching sessions online, this is where we discuss your sexual challenges, what your goals are. So that could be anywhere from intimacy issues, not knowing how to talk to my partner about what it is that I want to do when it comes to sex. It
mm,
could also be that couple that's been married 20 years and they're empty nesters and they want to reconnect again. What does that look like? How can they get in tune with each other again? And then it also involves in person intimacy classes with
mm,
couples as well. And so those in person classes are held downtown Dallas, and I have food, I have wine. And so, what this experience is like is we sit and we talk about what it is that they want to learn. What do they want to get from the class?
okay.
And then I show them how to touch. Everyone is fully
Mm,
clothed.
okay.
So, it is not anything that is too risque. like I said, everyone is fully clothed, but I'm showing them how to touch each other, how to pleasure map. And pleasure mapping is where you are learning where and how to touch your partner, different pleasure spots on the body, where they like to be touched. The person that's receiving the touch, how do they communicate that to their partner? So we're experiencing all of that. I'm also showing them how to touch using not only their fingers,
Mm.
but other toys such as bloggers, feathers. Um, it could be, paddles. It could be anything
Those
to.
things that you put on me, what was that? That was
So those were the bear claws. So it could be showing them how to utilize those in the bedroom as well. Also, when it comes to intimacy classes, it is how to set the mood for sex. Is your room inviting for sex? What does that look like? Setting the mood when it comes to music, involving all of our five senses. So we have our music going, the sense of sight. What does the room look like? So I teach them how to have your room inviting for sex. Do you have a pile of clothes on the floor or on the chair? Like that's not too inviting. Putting away the phones, turning the
oh,
TV off, limiting those distractions. Also, when it comes to healthy sex, good sex,
mm,
involving those five senses again, I talk to them about taste. So that could involve, when you're kissing your partner, what do they taste like? Are you
mm,
feeding each other? Okay. The
mm.
smells. What does your room smell like? Do you have your body spray? Do you have aromatherapy going? When it comes to, and then there's also touch as well. So
Wow.
involving all of those five senses. So we have sight, taste, sound, touch, and smell. So all of those involve good sex. So I teach all of that.
Wow. No one, I would never, I put a couple of those together, just me. I put a couple, how, the room had, nothing has to be on the floor. I can't, but all that, and it makes sense. And it may be why a lot of people are not desiring each other more
It,
because
it
of
could
their
be.
surroundings.
It could be.
Right?
And so when we talk about the lack of desire, what are the underlying issues? Why is sex, not a priority anymore? Is it because now your time is consumed with children? Is it the finances that you're thinking about? Is it work related? Are you stressed out and you are bringing that home? What does that look like? So we talk about the lack of a desire. What's going on? Why do you not desire each other? Or maybe the other party desires um, one party more than the other. What is going on there? So we have these conversations and we try to uncover the root of the problem and create those solutions. So all of that is going on the coaching sessions online, as well as when we have the sessions, the classes face to face.
And I will post her information back. I've been posting it, but I know you probably want it after this and
Yeah.
pass it to your friends. But I'll have that on my website. And you had a question. Someone breezy asked, "How long have you been doing this? Be good."
So I've been doing this for 3 years now. I started during COVID actually. Um, and so I used to do erotic poetry and I would love being on stage, mixing fantasy with reality. And so I'm already into kink and BDSM and I like to be restrained and so forth. So I would come out on stage and I would dress the part. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
have my collar and my leash and the feedback I would receive from the attendees. It was really refreshing. And for them, they were intrigued that, they were like, oh, I love what you do. This is what I'm into as well. So fast forward, I was like, well, how can I grow this and make it a business? And literally, legit one night at 3 a.m. during COVID, I was like, I'm going to teach people about how to have a healthy sex life, how to educate them, and did my research. I found an online training program, loved it, went through that. And now, fast forward, here I am in school getting my master's and wanting to be a sex therapist.
Wow.
Mhm.
That is a story. That's kind of like my podcast. I just woke up and say, I want to do this, and this is what I'm gonna do.
Right.
I'm saying? So it's gonna be my passion. And this is my 8th episode.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get back to the okay. So when you started your business, were your friends and family accepting to it? Did they accept you, or did they look down on you? Or that's a question from Breeze.
Okay, so actually, when I started, my friends were, they knew what was going on, so they were on board with it. They were very accepting of it. I did take a while to tell my mom about what I was doing, but after about a few months, I did tell her, this is what I'm doing. This is why you may have to pick up my kids from school or whatever, or take them here or there because I have a class. And so I did tell her, this is what I'm doing. It is education. It's sex education. And so she was all excited about it. Shocked me, but she
Yeah,
was all
see?
excited about it. And so she will send me like different articles on sex education and sex tips and so forth. So, even with my boyfriend, he is very, very supportive of what I do, giving me business tips, supporting my business in any way that he can. So I receive a lot of support from friends and family. Yeah. So no issues there.
Yeah, that's good. So what about okay, let's do this. Hey y'all come on in. I'm sorry. Let's come on in. We got Miss Be Good, Twila Be Good. Come on in. There's a lot
Yes.
of people chiming in and they're saying they can't type as fast as they can tell it. So I'm just like, but again, guys, Miss Twila Be Good, I met her at networking at another party and
Mhm.
I wanted to go home with her so she could teach me the rest of the night, baby, because it was really good. So let's talk about your classes and kind of give a ballpark figure or what they entail, or
Okay.
you know, the
So with my classes, they are in person. I do have a few that are online only, but with the classes, I have like a how to ride class that can be for an individual or a group setting.
how to
I
write.
also have intro to BDSM and kink. Once again, that can be for couples or that can be for a single. I also have how to give good head. If you want to learn how to give fellatio, I do that as well. I'll show you how to do that. I do have one when it comes to menopause. I have a menopause coaching class. I have one for yes, because that's what I'm experiencing as well,
Ooh,
premenopause, and so I do have that coaching class as well. I also have one for sensual self care for the woman who is wanting to learn more about herself. She is wanting to tap back into her femininity. What does that look like for her? And so I have that class as well. So the price points, they do vary. Depends on if they're going to be couples or group settings or individuals. So the private classes are at the top tier. And they, for couples intimacy, private class is $500. And that's a 2 hour session. It's just the three of us, and it's a very intimate space. And so that's that price point. But the online classes are a different price point. And so it depends on what it is that you are wanting to do. What investment are you wanting to, what class are you wanting to invest in? And so I have like group packages. We can work something out if you wanted to take more than one class as well. And then the coaching sessions, for those, well, actually, for all of them, I encourage you to do a consultation. And
mm,
this is where we get to truly talk about what your goals are, what your challenges are.
mm-hmm.
Then from there, then I can, go and say, okay, well, this is the type of class that you need because it is a working relationship. And I want to make sure that we are able to work together so you can, get your goals met. So with anything, I strongly encourage you to book an initial consultation first. And then we go from there to uncover what it is that you need, what you want to make sure that you are in the right class.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be giving some prizes. I mean, it may be half off, 10% off, but just
Right.
watching. But I have a question. Like,
Sure.
or even better than that. But anyway, I have a question. Do you offer advice for a person that had had a hysterectomy? My understanding is the sex drive is very low.
So when it comes to hysterectomies, it varies. Some women that I've talked to, their libido has shifted to where it's low. Other women, it's increased. So the conversation that we would have is, when it comes to sex, mentally, where are you? Let's talk about that. How do you now view sex? Is it something that you truly desire? Do you still want it? Are you in a relationship? And we have those conversations, okay? Then we're going to talk about intimacy, not just the physical part of sex, but when it comes to being intimate, what do you want? What do you like? Okay? We're going to talk about that. And there are different types of ways to be intimate. So we're going to have that conversation. And then we'll go into the physical part of sex. If you've had the hysterectomy, we may need to talk about other ways that you can have that release, that you can have that orgasm, not just through penetration. It could be through nipple stimulation.
Right.
Nipple orgasms are amazing. That's something that I truly talk
I
about.
love it.
It is the most
It's the
exhilarating experience.
Yes.
And I have to say, the first time I experienced it, I did not know my body could do that. So for this particular
Repeat
customer,
that. Let's go back. Go back. Let's go.
Mhm.
Okay. The nipple. I'm sorry. People are reacting. The nipple. What now? What is it
So
called?
it's nipple stimulation, and it can create a nipple orgasm. And so it's where you are stimulated solely on the touch of your nipples. So you can tweak them, you can pinch them, touch them, bite them, slowly caress them, blow on them. You may even get ice to place on them, to rub on them, or even I'm a big fan of wax. So you
Yeah.
can get the candle wax for that warming sensation. So we would have those conversations with that particular client who has had a hysterectomy. We would find other ways that she could be turned on and have that conversation.
Wow. Let me
Yeah.
see. Y'all or hey AE, what's up? A lady said that nipple is her weakness,
Yeah.
and Kamisha said that sex is mental.
It is. Sex is mental. And so when I'm talking about good sex, the key component of good sex is it's mental stimulation. It's here. You know, one motto that I've heard, and I say this myself, is if you can open up my mind, then 9 times out of 10, you can open up my legs.
Exactly.
It
I
just,
like that. Don't put that on a t-shirt.
yes, absolutely. It does start, it starts here. It is the
Yeah,
mental
guys, it
stimulation.
starts here. If you can
Yes,
open up my mind, you can open up my legs. I'm sorry.
yes. It is mental stimulation. And so,
Mental stimulation.
right. It's that conversation. It is the laughter, the sense of humor. It's
Huh.
all of that. Yes. It's key.
Yeah, it's the key. I'm good.
Mhm.
Baby, I'm getting them. Let's see. What else we got? So they were asking about the consultation. Is there how much is that a price or is that a
Okay, so consultations are for 1 hour, they're $100. And that is where, like I said, we go over everything. What your goals are, what your challenges are, if you have any type of sexual trauma that you want to uncover. Now, I will say this for where I am right now in my practice, if you have experienced sexual trauma, it is okay to share that with me. However, I would refer you to someone who specializes in that area simply because I'm not licensed right now to practice with clients that have had sexual trauma. That is what I'm in school for.
that's what you're finna get your
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot of people are like Janice is saying the chemistry. It has to have you have to have chemistry. But
Right. And
you
you
know what?
do.
And I you really for some people sex is it. That's what it is. You don't have to have no chemistry because you got people just come over strictly for that and they do it for years. So it depends on where your head is about sex and where you're
And it does. And so for what I'm doing, I'm speaking on the relationship as a
Right,
whole.
right. Speaking of
Now,
the
the
relationship.
physical act of sex, it's not, it doesn't take rocket science. It's been the same
Exactly.
thing for years and years and years. Okay. So, yes, you can have sex without having that emotional tie and connection.
Yeah.
From what I'm speaking on is when you are looking for and you desire a healthy relationship and you want to build a connection with this person and you want to focus on this chemistry and what that sexual energy looks like. That is what I'm educating people on in terms of all of that. And so for that, it is chemistry. It is the connection. It is that because all that leads to sexual energy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
does. To where
That,
you have that orgasm, to where you want more. You want to be with this person. So
yeah.
it's all of that. Yeah.
More and more. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, so we're getting, let's see, we're getting more and more. We're getting a lot of people to chime in. But if you're watching live, you can go ahead and chime in your questions. And she will we go ahead and answer. We got about 10 minutes. Sorry, we got about 10 minutes. But anyway, after the show, I'm going to put all her information out there for you guys. And is it okay for me to put do you have the prices so they can, a lot of people, that's what they're on here saying. I mean, but
Yeah, so everything is on my website. Like I said, the biggest thing is what are you wanting to experience now? A lot of times couples will get together and do a group coaching session. So that may be, something that is fun for you. But the biggest thing is what is it that you want? What do you want to experience from all of this?
Mhm.
And so everything is on the website and the price points they vary. So once again, they start anywhere from 150 up to
Yeah.
500. Hmm.
Yeah, I was on there. It was really good. Boy.
Yes.
So, let's get the questions in because I told you because she have got her time, baby. This is for real. This is for play right here. My men out there watching, what you got for Miss Be Good? You got something? Because
Yeah.
don't be in my inbox asking me because I'm not a therapist, sex therapist. Okay.
So, I will say while we wait on those questions coming in, for the men that are watching, I strongly suggest that you pay attention to the foods that you eat. The older that you get, you want to be mindful of eating nuts. Nuts are good for your nuts. Eating foods and fatty acids like salmon is great. The omega 3. So salmon is good to eat. Fish overall is good. Red meat isn't bad at all, but mainly, your fruits, your vegetables. And the reason why is because all of this, of course, for men, when it comes to erections, it's all about the blood flow. And so, what you are eating, those foods that you're eating, that impacts your blood flow. Making sure that you are drinking enough water, staying hydrated, that impacts the blood flow. And so, you want to keep those erections strong, so keep going and going and going, so you can have sex, maybe you release, take a break. That way you can get back up again. So really it is the foods that you are eating. And not to mention that, when you are wanting your partner to perform oral sex,
Yeah.
you want them to swallow. What foods are you eating?
Not that.
I I'm a fan of swallowing, but it breaks down to what are you eating? Okay. No one wants spunky spunk.
Mm-mm.
So it's it's
Yeah.
the foods that you're eating. Are you a smoker? And when I'm talking about a smoker, cigarette smoking, okay? So are you a heavy drinker when it comes to alcohol? All of this plays a part in how you taste and when your jism juice comes out. So, if you want your partner to go down on you and to swallow, you have to be mindful of what foods are you eating.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Right, right.
That and I think a lot of people, especially my age, I'm in the 60s, you should already know that about foods that pineapples and stuff. You done learned that in the barbershop. So that goes for men and women, like she said. And a lot of
Yes.
people don't say. But we got a lot of questions on here that I'm not even finna ask Miss Good. Y'all are freaky. Talk about
Oh, what questions?
anal. I mean, is that the best sex? Anal for
Okay,
women?
so anal sex, I like to think of anal sex as an acquired taste. It is very, very pleasurable. It's I enjoy it. Now, my disclaimer is with anal sex, the biggest thing is trust. Trusting the person that you are with, okay? Because this is a very sensual and delicate act, okay? So that's number one. Number two is making sure that the anus is fully lubricated. So you want to rim the anus, okay? Making sure that you have enough lubrication there. You also want to make sure that you have enough lubrication on the penis itself, all right? And then for the person that's receiving it, you want to focus on your breathing. If you tense up, it is going to hurt. So you want to make sure that you are relaxed. You want to make sure that you're focused on your breathing. You want to make sure that you do not tense up. And then you find the position that's going to work for the both of you. I would suggest that if you are starting out, if you've never done it before, you can either lay on your side. And so your partner is like here and he is behind you. And you can find the rhythm and get into it that way. Or you can be doggy style and the person is behind you. Now, if you're doggy style, you want to have that conversation and, ask that person, say, are you ready? Come back to me. Okay. You lean back to me. That's letting me know when you're ready. When you're doing this, you want to ask the questions. Are you okay? How does this feel? Are you comfortable? Okay. And you want to be open and honest and let that person know. If you want to go slow, say, hey, I need you to slow down a bit. Or that feels great. You can speed it up. But once you find that rhythm and you keep it going and going and going, it does feel good and you can have an orgasm that way. I will also say to this is when you are having anal sex, remember, no ass to mouth. So when you pull out, you don't want to go ahead and insert the penis inside of your mouth.
People like a porn movie. That's nasty.
Right. You don't want to do that at all. You also don't want to take it out of the anus and then put it into the vagina. Okay. Once again, it's the anus, it's the ass. So you want to wash first before you insert the penis inside of the mouth if you're going to give oral or inside of the vagina.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they also have anal plugs that you can wear throughout the day if you like, or wear for a few hours so that the anus opens up a bit and gets it relaxed.
Where do you get those at? Anal plugs?
Anal plugs. You can get them from the toy store.
Okay. I
And
can pull that
I
out.
don't. I'm gonna have to come back on the next show and show my anal plug.
Oh, you had I had the anal ease, but I never had the anal. The anal ease you could use the anal ease, but I never
Yeah.
had the plugs. I'm gonna have to take them out. But I was telling them because we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. These let's see. Okay, let's make. Oh, the person say what do you tell a partner that's always jump on top and then say
They jump on top and they say ah.
after
I mean, is
two
that a good thing, a bad thing? What? Is that a good thing for them if they're on
It's a
top?
bad thing. What can she do to spice it up? Because once they go in, it's like 5 minutes and it's gone.
What position are they in?
You got to tell me, D, what position? I think she said on top.
Okay, so she's on top of him,
Yeah, are
and
you on top, D? While you're giving me that answer, someone else said beards. What about beards? And beards? Oh, clean your beard because all that juice on it. Is that
oh yeah, Pussy protein is what I call it. It's
Pussy
okay.
protein. It's all on your
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah. It's good for beard growth, but yes, please, you can clean the beard.
It's good protein. It do. I started studying. But
Yeah. Especially if they're face sitting and they're on top of their partner. So if they're face sitting and they're on top of him and he has a beard.
oh,
um,
beads.
oh, the anal
Oh,
beads?
beads. My bad, Stephanie. Thank you, beads. You know these are not my glasses. These are reading glasses. Beads. Okay. I like beads. Anal beads.
Oh, anal beads. Yes, yes. Those are fun. Yes, those are great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the thing about that, you just gotta have your partner. You can't be doing these tricks and fiascos with everybody. I know you may got one person in a lifetime that would get all that.
Yeah, and all of this comes down to a level of trust, and just being able to be open and honest with the person that you want to experience all of this with. Whether
Yeah.
you have been together for a while or you are starting out and you're starting to explore your different type of sexual needs and wants, it always comes down to effective communication, no matter what. It is how you are expressing what you want to do with your partner, as well as how they receive the message as well. So all of that is so important, effective communication.
Wow. So anal beads are A+. Do we have any more questions? We got about 5 minutes with Miss Twila Be Good. And after this, when she leaves, don't leave me. Don't leave me, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Kama Sutra. Kama Sutra. Someone saying Kama Sutra.
What exactly about Kama Sutra?
What about it, Janice? What about it? But yeah, I'm gonna have her website. She has classes.
Mhm.
She has a ball over there. She has a pillow. So, because I'm rambling. So, Twila, go ahead and kind of tell them what you offer and where they can get it real quick before.
Okay, sure, not a problem. So you can find all of my information on my website at twilabegoode.com, and that's TWILABGOODE.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, and that's Twila, TWILAB.GOODE. Okay. And so on there, I have like weekly or daily sex tips. On my website, you can subscribe. I have sex tips there, but the website covers the classes, the coaching sessions. If you wanted to email me and ask me a question, you're more than welcome to do that as well. With all of this, going back to the Kama Sutra, it's so many different. Kama Sutra is huge. It's a wide variety, and there's several books on Kama Sutra. But at the end of the day, Kama Sutra is this, once again, it's connection, is sexual energy, and it's the different positions that you can try out with your partner. Basically, that's what Kama Sutra is. And I love to come back on because I have my toys that I would like to show.
And I was bragging on them all the because I put
Yeah, let me see. I have some here.
let's see.
Um,
Numbers on my Facebook. I didn't do
now
it.
these are my favorites. So if you can see these,
Y'all look at that.
these are the bear claws. So if you think Wolverine, okay,
Yes.
it comes out. Yeah. So if you think Wolverine, if you like a little bit of pain against your skin, these are great. These are my favorite. And so they come in plastic as well as metal. And so if you like a little bit of pain, we're
Yeah.
just going to take this and just graze it against the skin. And it's going to feel different on different parts of the body. Once again, if you are into a little bit of pain, this is great. The skin is one big sensual and stimulating organ, is what it is.
Wow.
It really is. I have this. I don't know if they can see it or not. Oops, maybe not. So these are my pinwheels here. These are great when you rub these up against the skin or graze these up against the skin. And when you apply
Oh,
pressure, it's the intensity of it. If you like to see marks against your skin, that may be your kink. That may be what stimulates you and what turns you on. The biggest thing is whatever it is that you like, educate yourself, you and your partner. Learn together. Have a safe word. Consent is key. So think about all of that. And the main thing is have fun. Have fun.
have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be mad and yeah, have fun. Have fun. We got any other questions? Somebody just say they fired their partner.
Oh, okay. Well, if you fired them, have fun with yourself.
Have fun. We got a lot of those. We were talking about some roles. I'm not a rose or
Yeah, the rose has been very popular because of the suction and how it feels against the clitoris. Um, toys are great to use. I will say this though, you want to make sure that at some point in time when you start to have that human connection, again, that you can disassociate yourself from the toy and human connection.
because you'd be
Because
comparing.
if you use the toys for a certain period of time, an extended period of time, I will say, oftentimes we can, lose that connection when it comes to having human interaction and human touch. Okay. So just be mindful that a toy is a piece of plastic and, human interaction, human touch is what the body needs and what the body wants.
Yeah, you can't
Mhm.
can't live on bread alone. You need that meat. You need that meat, don't you, Twila?
You need the meat, you need that healthy connection, you need
Yeah, a
that
lot of people on
chemistry.
here are good with the rose. Okay, we talked about that rose last time. We're not going to get into that, but I really want to because I want you to get your son. So I'm kind of distracted. I want you to get your baby because I have a son, and I know I was like
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna have her website. I want you guys to go to Twila Be Good's website. Go to her Instagram. You're not on Facebook, are you?
I am under Twila Be Good on Facebook.
Okay, Facebook,
Hmm.
Instagram, and then go to her website. Purchase you and your mate. Come up. Income tax time. You could take one of her classes. I am gonna incorporate something with her classes or consultations, but that's coming at the end. I'll probably just do that Tuesday because I gotta go back on the website. But anyway, I'm scattered. But anyway, I do want to thank you, Miss Twila Be Good. I appreciate it because you didn't know me from nobody. And you say, "Oh, I'll come, no problem." And I'm like, I'm just freestyling. I'm starting out. I'm doing my own nails, hair. You know how you do when you first start out.
Oh, I understand. I get it. And if you want me to come back on and answer,
Ooh.
like certain questions, or if there's a certain topic that people, want to learn more about, I would be happy to shed some light on that and discuss that as well. Yes.
Okay. Y'all hear that? So everybody just tell Twila. Everybody laughing. Everybody's yeah, bye. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much, Miss Twila. And I'm gonna get back with you. Okay. And
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you about maybe getting me something uh so I can do the giveaway stuff.
Yeah, we can discuss some type of giveaway for your viewers. Yes, that would be perfectly fine. Yes, but please reach out to me. Like I said, go to my website at twilabgoode.com and my Instagram is twilab.goode.
Got it. And thank you so much, Twila, again. All right. You be safe. Thank
Thank you.
you.
This was fun. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm here by myself, so she had to go to another engagement. But thanks everybody for viewing. If you're watching live, I'm going to go ahead and end my show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I want you to replay because I'm going to ask Miss Twila Be Good back because she didn't give us demonstrations and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and ask for her to come back. So if you have any questions, like I said, you can email it to me. Um, or you can inbox it to me, or call me, whatever, however you want to do it, Facebook. But she will be back on. Now next week I have a gentleman, uh Mr. Donaldson. He sells insurance. Actually, he owns a insurance company. So it's Winners. It's I think it's Air E. Donaldson Insurance Group. But I'm going to go ahead and update you with his bio soon. So he's going to be discussing life insurance, uh, health insurance, car insurance, rental insurance, all that. So yes, that's a good. And then I know next month I'm going to have a credit repair person on here that's going to go over credit repairs. But anyway, I want to thank everybody that came in. Everybody, I missed my partner. Is she even on? I didn't even go on here. Y'all got to replay this though. And I'm going to look down a little bit, but y'all got to replay this. Hey, Virgil. Hey, twin. Hey, y'all. Hey, Dee. Hey, Erica. Hey, Rose. Janice. Hey, Courtney. Congratulations. Hey, Wayne. Let's see. Hey, Jackie. Hey, everybody. Thanks, y'all, for so much for joining me. My podcast. I think this is my 9th one. I'm just reaching out here on faith right now. So go to Roku. Go to Lapaka TV. LAPACATV.com on Roku, and I'm there, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube. If you have any questions, if you want to be on my show, if you want to be a guest, if you want to be a co-host, let me know. Let me know. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. Let me make sure. I know I thought that was beard and his bead. Man, we've been talking some kinky stuff. Y'all got to go back and. Oh, there me. So I'm going to go ahead and get out. She said she's on. She booted herself off the show. She said it's not her podcast. She got a life, a job. But I'm going to try to drag her back on. But anyway, thank you. Thanks. Oh, I'm ending because did anybody have any questions? Because she had to go, so I don't have to end. Do anybody have any questions for me? I'm not an expert, but I can, we can probably answer. But anyway, again, I'm going to go ahead and put Miss Twila Be Good information on my page. So if y'all want to go to her bio, and I am going to pick a winner. I've already picked it, but I think I'm going to talk to her and we're going to revamp it. But that's coming soon. And that's random. So the reason why I was ending because she left early. Hey, twin. Hey, y'all. Who else there? Hey, D. Y'all have to replay this, baby. And y'all got to you guys got to give me some questions. Who internet been down? And then who internet was down? My internet came up an hour before the show because I was going to have to go to someone else's house to film it. Yeah, my internet was down. It was down for 3 days. Good. 3 days. Yes. But anyway, any other questions? Let's see what's going on. Well, keep what going. Who's the winner? I said we're going to reevaluate. And Twila Be Good say she enjoyed the show. Thank you, ladies. Actually, I got 3, but one of them is with Twila. So we're going to go over that information. But Erica and Dee are the winners for that. Okay, a viewer says she never knew you can have orgasms from your nipples. Girl, I can sit here and give myself an orgasm playing with my nipples. What y'all think? What y'all think? She said she never had an orgasm. She didn't know you can have an orgasm with nipple penetration. Yes, ma'am. It's a good one too. It's like, yeah, who had piercing? I remember back in the day, when I moved to Dallas, that's when I got turned down in 2000. I moved to Dallas. I went and got everything pierced, baby. Down there, nipples, everything except that nape, because that belly wasn't right. But ears, I'm over that. I'm over that. Y'all better go repay, because repay, because y'all need to go take Twila Be Good's classes. But please, y'all, go back and watch this show, because I'm bringing her back. The sex cup. Oh yeah, if you breastfeed, it's probably harder. It's probably harder with the breastfeed, but yeah, that's a good question. You don't need no therapy, baby. You done breastfed them two beautiful king and queen you got. You get it. Missy, you a little kinky, a little freaky. Missy, I'll talk to you. I'll call you, girl. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks everybody for showing up and showing out. Get those questions into me. And I guess that's it. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. Oh, no, I didn't breastfeed either. I was 18 when I had my baby. I wasn't trying to have nobody but a boy suck on and then I had one child. So, no, I didn't do that breastfeed. No, I ain't do that. But, you have to do it. Well, we had our kids, D, in the 80s, in the 70s, 80s. So, these new generations, the milk is different and you want natural. So a lot of people breastfeed. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm leaving here. I'm gone. I got to go watch For Your Man on TV One. So thanks. Now, for real, thanks everybody for showing up, showing out. Thank you. Like I say, I'm on LaPaca TV, LAPACA TV, and that's on Roku. So, and next week, I'm going to have E. Donaldson. He owns his own insurance company. He will be talking about all types of insurance. That's a good thing for our adults, young adults, to tune into. So I'll see everybody on Tuesday.